speaker. But... You ready, Steve?
Yeah.
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 And Toby might have to turn me up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe not.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome to Joker Joker TV.
You guys going to have to turn Steve down a little bit.
Turn me down a little bit.
It's like blasting in my
Don't
head.
turn me up.
There we go. Okay.
Don't turn me loose. Like, what was that, Lover Boy? Never mind.
Yeah.
Turn me down. Just everybody calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah. Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
So, we're, hi.
Welcome to the show.
I'm Steve Houston. This is the man,
I'm
Mux
Mux.
Blank.
Nice to have everybody here.
Hi.
Nice to have you on the show. So this
Yeah.
is like, yeah, you've been like on the show almost every week in the last 3 weeks or so.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you
last
played
week.
live last week. Yeah.
Yeah, last week we threw down hard.
It was
We
awesome.
threw down hard.
I think-
Industrial strength the week before that.
And the
Hell yeah.
industrial strength before that. Yeah.
And, you know, it's good
And
to be
then-
back. Good to
and
be here.
we're gonna
conversing.
be talking later in the show about a new idea that you're producing.
Yes.
So we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But we also have a live guest in the studio.
Yep.
Satan's God is here.
Hey, everybody here in the South, Satan's God. Satan's God. I want you, y'all pay attention.
See,
Yeah.
see if you change the little apostrophe there, then it would be something different, wouldn't it?
Satan's, like multiple Satans.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Or Satan's.
But it's apostrophe, yeah. So
Or the
it's like
God has a Satan.
God of Satan is here
Yeah.
today in the
Yeah.
studio.
There you go.
We'll
Let's
get
go
to
with
that.
that.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. We've got some announcements later about Studio Fest.
Yeah.
We're also talking about Athfest towards the end of the show because they just put out their announcements of all the artists. So we got all that.
Yeah.
Happy Cinco de Uno.
Cinco de Uno.
Cinco de Uno.
Hey, what about this?
or
This
rather known as May Day.
May Day?
Yeah.
And it's also the last chance to give tribute to the Earth Goddess.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, we're
It's
gonna
a
have a fire this
Celtic-
weekend, I think.
It's
So-
like
it's got to be tonight, or it doesn't count.
oh, it's got to
Yeah.
be. Well, maybe we can light
Let's
it
do
tonight.
a fire,
I don't
man.
know.
Let's do a fire.
Yeah.
3 games.
But yeah, so
for
I'm doing a show on May Day.
See Emily play. Anyway.
All right. Well, also want to quickly thank our sponsors, Athfest, Educates, and Fog Machine. Thank you very much for sponsoring the show. As always, we appreciate
Thank
them.
you.
Let's see. And, in the opening there, we saw Cecelia Chapman.
That was really cool.
A piece called Demon Springs.
Yeah. And
And-
like I was saying, that reminded me of Japanese folklore with the demons and the spirits in nature.
Well, I think
like everything's animistic, you know.
it's part of
pretty
a
cool.
project that she's doing, like as a series of pieces that are kind of based around fairy tales and
Yeah.
folklore and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
really cool, yeah. And she's in the Portugal area, originally from California, but in
Far
the
out.
Portugal area
Far out
now. So digging into some of the folklore from the area, I think too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she collaborates with a bunch of different artists on her pieces. So, anyways,
Yeah.
thank you very much for sending that in. We've got a really coming up next. We've got a really special piece. This is Murray Attaway,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you know you were saying you knew who Murray Attaway
Yeah.
was.
Well, I mean, there was a band in the 80s
Yeah.
called Guadalcanal Diary. They
Yeah.
were current contemporaries of REM and all that.
Yeah.
And they were like in Atlanta, Athens.
Yeah.
They're like people from
Based
Athens
out
and
of
Atlanta.
area,
Yeah.
but playing.
But they
all
played a
around
lot
here.
in Athens because their music was very it was very Athens. It was the type of stuff that Athens likes.
Yeah.
And I saw them at the Uptown Lounge way back in the day.
Damn, really?
Dating myself. And Guadalcanal Diary was pretty cool. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed them. Murray Attaway, and I didn't really know the other people, but Jeff Walls was in it, and he ended up doing Hillbilly Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And he was a real cool guy.
I had heard of of course, Guadalcanal Diary, but I wasn't, very, very like versed in them as much. Yeah. And then I forget what year it was. I don't know if I was wondering if I had the notes here. Yeah, I think it was like 2019 is when it came out. Yeah. DGC, the label DGC, they came out with this series of compilation series called Rarities. Yeah. And it was like B-sides and alternative tracks and unpublished tracks and stuff from their catalog of artists. Okay, so there was all the really cool stuff that I liked was on it. Right. And there was a Murray Attaway song on there. Yeah. And I really liked the song, and that was kind of like my first really getting to know who Murray Attaway was. Yeah. It was from that compilation.
Let's get him in here.
So this is a brand new
let's get him in here.
Brand new song.
That'd be cool.
It's called
Hi Murray.
We have a flyer.
Yeah, bring the flyer in because there's 2 flyers actually. Bring the first one in tonight. Is it tonight? No, this weekend. Or maybe
was that the 8th? Does it say the
zoom
8th?
into it? It's the 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
So next
that's
Thursday.
at Eddie's Attic in
next
Atlanta.
Thursday. Yeah.
I believe that's in the Virginia Highland area.
So this is
I think. I'm not sure.
This is one of 2 special album release shows that they're doing. That one's in Atlanta at Eddie's Attic, and then the other poster. Bring that in here. This is in Athens.
Oh, cool.
Both shows, and that's at
May 17th.
Where is that at? The Foundry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be good. The Foundry's a pretty nice place to see a band. Yeah, that's going to be great.
It's going to be a good and then Clay Harper's guest appearing with them.
I remember he was in a band called The Coolies. Yeah. And it was like, again, there was a whole, cross-pollination between Athens and Atlanta in the 80s. There kind of still is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So this song is off of the brand new album, which is called Tense Music Plays. So be on the lookout. It comes out May 9th. So next weekend. And if you're in Atlanta, go to the Atlanta show. Let's see, what else? We're also playing a video from Guadalcanal Diary called... I'm not sure how to...
Wechi?
Lewa what?
Wechi?
Wechi? I never knew exactly how to say that.
It's a live video?
Yeah, but it's a live video of them.
Well, they're big...
From 1984.
Their big college hit. Old. Yeah, their big college hit. It was all over WUOG and Album 88 and all that was Watusi Rodeo. That's a good song, too.
And I want to give a special shout-out to Warren Chilton, who is the filmmaker who... made this video for Murray Attaway. So he came by the studio and dropped this off for us. Wow. So we had a chance to meet.
That's great.
We were busy, so we couldn't like hang out too long, but it was really cool to meet him.
That's awesome.
And so anyways, let's play that. That is Stars Behind the Moon is the name of this video. So take it away. We'll be back in just a minute.
Enjoy.
Grace and almost broken, solemn cracks in a holy moan, roars of pain and violence, squeezed right down to silence, cry from the heart of an earthbound soul that could chase the devil to the deepest hole. Thought it was stars behind the moon, but it was just someone in the lonely room. Now it's sharp, keen and clear. This is the voice in dreams I hear. It echoes way down in my ears where phantoms gather and the past draws near, covered in dust of 100 years. Drink and lust and a drunkard's tears. I thought it was stars behind the moon, but it's just someone in a lonely room. Thought it was stars behind the moon, but it was just a voice in a lonely room. voice came from skin and bone, in a rundown place where it lived alone. Way across town but not yet dead, waiting for Jesus or a bottle instead. Well, while I'm both on a northbound train and won't be coming back here again, I thought it was stars behind the moon, but it's just someone in a lonely room. Thought it was stars behind the moon, it's just someone in a lonely room. Should be stars behind the moon, but it's just a voice in a lonely room.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Okay, for me, I mean, I can barely hear myself, and I can hear him really loud.
I hear you pretty well, Mux.
Okay.
I do.
All right. We'll see.
I hear you.
We'll see. All right, we're back.
Hi.
All right, so what you saw there was Barbiana Complex.
That was good.
That was a live performance of a song called Genie, and it was it looks like it was at a place called Berlin in New York City.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
But around November, I think.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
When
that was really good. That
was,
reminded me of sort of like early 70s trippy krautrocky Amandul 2 music or whatever.
Art noise improv ensemble is what they call it.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
And out of the Hoboken, New Jersey area.
Yeah.
And we've got a flyer. Bring up that flyer. This is a little bit ways out. June 21st, they're playing a show called Smudge Fest 2025. And it's going to be at the
Young Ethel's.
Young Ethel's in Brooklyn.
I was in Brooklyn this past December over at Ben Ferguson's, the Mission Creep dude, and he almost took us there, but we ended up, I don't know, going somewhere else. But yeah, Young Ethel's is super cool. That's gonna be great.
You were saying something about John Lester's favorite place too.
John, hi John. Are you in the chat, John? I know that you like Young Ethel's, and I want to go there. So
I see Doc Slasher in there. I see Sherry in there.
Hello.
Nice to see you guys. Okay, well, it's time. Let's switch cameras and let's bring our guest in. Everybody, welcome Satan's God.
Satan's God. Everybody in Georgia, listen up.
Welcome to the show.
Danke.
So, we were asking this earlier. Do we just refer to you as God or Satan's God or Igor?
Igor number 3.
Igor
number 3. I like it. Igor.
Well, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming down. You've got a show tomorrow night that we're going to talk about in a little bit here. But I don't know. Give everybody a little bit of idea of kind of like what you do. You know, like we've played a couple videos over the last couple weeks. One of my favorite songs, I forget the name of it, with Octopus Strippers. That's it. Yeah. I don't know why I can't remember that, but I'm bad about remembering names. But that's one of my favorite songs, I think, that we've played so far, and that's like off of your newest album, right?
Yeah, one of them, New Orleans.
One
of the New Orleans.
Soul Strange Energian.
Say that again.
Soul Strange Energian.
Okay.
That's the proper pronunciation.
Yeah.
And that's the one with that sun on the as the cover art, right? Yeah. So you've got a brand new one out though.
Luna Nefasta,
yeah,
which is kind of all the throwaway tracks from Soul Strange Energian. Half of it is tracks that didn't make that record.
There it is.
And then the rest of it is old songs that I never released throughout the years.
Yeah.
I re-recorded them, and it's a trash record, worst album that I'd made in 15 years, and it's also I had the most fun making.
The worst album?
There you go.
It's the worst album I've made in 10 years. But it's the most fun I've had making a record.
So it's a great album.
I have to say, it was funny. I was reading through your bio and stuff like that to prepare, and I noticed that most of the albums that you put out, you sort of refer to as your worst album.
Every album is the worst album.
That's right.
Where's that board at? Oh, we got the board
How
over
many?
there.
You got a board up here. How many albums have you?
31 albums.
31
albums, which is fucking amazing.
That is amazing. Damn.
So, how long have you been doing Satan's God? How far does this go back?
1990, when I was 15 years old. You do the math. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
I think we're actually.
The costume takes 25 years off my life.
Yeah.
Great.
We're close to the same age. I think.
The name Satan's God was first used in 95.
Yeah.
Before that, it was different names. And then it's when I released the first official Satan's God record, which was The Future Hell Destroyed.
Yeah.
And before that, there were 6 or 7 actual releases, but
with different names,
with Arch of Triumph.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which I should have never changed it. A big mistake.
Oh yeah.
But
well, I mean, it definitely.
But the only person who's ever heard those records is me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I noticed like you don't have a Bandcamp or really anything. It's like you've got everything on YouTube, and you've got a shitload of stuff on YouTube.
I fought the YouTube thing for 10 long years.
Yeah,
10 years, and I finally broke down on it. And everyone told me, I was like, oh, you got to do it,
Yeah.
and I do it, and there's nobody cares.
Yeah.
So
that's YouTube for you.
I'd have to say I care. I care a lot. I appreciated seeing some of that stuff. It was really cool because it's like, you know, when I first heard, and I don't remember how we first were introduced to each other. If I reached out to you first, or if you reached out to us.
Probably me.
But
throwing myself out into the world.
Maybe, but like Cloud Zurich Motors.
Yes.
They're friends of yours, right, or something?
Yes.
Or you played
Stevie,
shows with them and stuff. We played some of their stuff at one point, and so I'm wondering if it's just the algorithms brought us together, man.
Could have been.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Octopus Strippers was the first song I heard, and it was just like it hit me like that, you know.
That was one of the hardest songs I've ever written and recorded because I had it in my head. But I had a real hard time transferring that to a recorded version. Originally, it was like 9 minutes long, and my records before Soul Strange were all like there were like songs 15, 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
So I made a mission statement: no long songs, record under 60 minutes, and something that people can listen to, fun, bouncy, and I achieved that goal. But the Octopus Strippers was really hard to
well, I haven't heard some of your older stuff. I've got to go in and dig.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You know, no, I'm gonna have to because I love. I mean, like, so how is it different than what you did long ago? Like, how is that? Because
it has a heartbeat. It is, and it's fun, and there's no weapons. No
so
threats.
the older stuff was more in the
you're safe.
Yeah, you were talking about weapons. So like, you know, in the history, like you were talking about, there was a couple times cops showed up at the show. One in particular when you were playing a show in a cop station.
Yes, I played a police station.
Yeah. What, tell me about that. Yeah, tell me about that story.
Okay, so I came from Koki, Illinois.
Yeah,
and the people there in charge, of course, had anything Satan's God. They were very against it. And once I booked a show at the public park, and I got the permits and everything, and it was for Friday night. We get there, all two exits to the park were blocked by the police, and they wouldn't tell us anything. And it wasn't just blocked for us; it was blocked for everybody.
For everybody.
Wow. So they shut entire park down on a Friday night just to stop a Satan's God show, which is totally ridiculous.
Man. And this is in Illinois.
This is Koki, Illinois.
Wow.
In the mid-90s. Wow. And then about a year later, they had the city hall rented out their venue, which also had the police station in it, and it had a very big stage, and I put on a couple shows there.
Yeah, oh, wow.
And the first one was okay. I didn't use the Satan's God name. I used a different name to trick them.
Right.
So the second time, we didn't advertise in Koki at all. So we advertised in the St. Louis area. So we got all these St. Louis metal freaks, because it was mostly a metal show.
Yeah.
And they were appalled that it was inside a police station, because we didn't tell them. And this was during the height of, this was actually the beginning of the Weapons, and had a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And one of my, I'm not going to say the title because I've haven't disowned one of the songs, but it no longer is relevant to me.
You've moved past that.
Yeah. So, but I had a song that was quite notorious back in the day, and so I jumped out in the crowd during the, not during the song, but after it, and this girl proceeded to push me around and. You want to kill me and could kill me. So I got the baseball bat and the whole crowd surrounded me.
Oh,
and then since it was in a police station, people ran and got the police and they shut it down. But here's the best part about the story.
Oh, my God.
Later on, because the mayor found a flyer of the show on the ground, and he personally called me. And he's listing every band name. Was how can you bring these cult bands? And there was a band on the flyer called the Militant Fags.
Oh, God.
And every band had a little description underneath.
Awesome, yeah.
And the description for the Militant Fags is whose dick is in my ass. and to hear the mayor of your town say whose dick is in my ass was priceless. I wish I had a recording of that.
I was going to ask you. Hey, what was it like? You did something with the Stormtroopers of Death.
Oh yeah.
That was
what was that like?
I actually sung lead vocals with SOD. Can you believe that? That's
freaking
truly
great,
one of
man.
the weirdest, craziest things that's ever happened, and they probably agree with that statement. And I have met Billy Milano since.
Yeah.
And one of the shows, he came to St. Louis a few years later, and he tried to imitate my famous scream, and he lost his voice in the process and had a hard time finishing the show.
Oh,
wow.
God. Yeah.
But it was that was
great.
very, very cool and weird, and you can find that on YouTube if you search hard enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna search.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh man. So let's see. The tour you're doing right now is just a couple days.
Yeah, this is the South, and I'm Satan's God, and that's
you got to get in and get out.
Yeah. I wish you were playing a town.
And Lamplighter in Memphis, Tennessee. Fuck you.
Yeah, of course.
What?
You know what? You'd have to say that probably if you played towns like Winder. There are. I would love to see the reaction to the name Satan's God. It would be priceless. For some of these people that live around here, we're in the Bible Belt. They're thumping.
Yeah.
They're thumping.
Well,
I love it. I love it.
Definitely hit the good for Athens.
Right.
We're all about it. And
to be fair, though, there hasn't really been any issues with the name since the early 2000s.
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
haven't heard any.
That's great.
Well, I was thinking about that when I was reading your bio about how. Again, I remember the whole satanic scare and all that stuff in the 90s, and I wondered
satanic panic,
how that affected your playing out and stuff like that. But that's crazy. Getting a whole park shut down just because of the name.
Yeah, that's freaking ridiculous, man.
I have regretted the name. I wish I had not used it simply for the fact that people label me as black metal. Not only am I not a metal band, I don't even like black metal. So, so it's like, and I've played shows where they advertise me as a legendary black metal unknown artist, and I'm like,
hilarious.
what are you talking about?
That's hilarious.
That's great.
What kind of? I mean, what do you refer to the music as? Like noise, a little bit.
Originally, I was bass destruction, but it no longer really
jazz
has the
in there.
destruction in it. It's like I said, I have changed, and it has heartbeat now. So there's a little bit of that when I play the older material, and occasionally I'll dip into that. But last tour I did, promoted me as interdimensional prog noise.
That
barely resembles any of Earth's music.
Right.
That's perfect.
That's kind of cool.
Interdimensional prog
what
noise.
kind of
I like that?
What kind of music have you listened to get
I listen to absolutely everything.
Shit?
The walls of my house are made out of cassettes and VHS.
I love it.
And I have every genre that's possibly you can imagine.
Cool.
Yeah, there's no limits to what I listen to.
Good.
My all-time favorite band is Black Sabbath. And
one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. So I also noticed in your bio that you have a couple. Are they books? The tour journal books or something?
Yeah, every tour I do, that's if it's lengthy enough, I'll do a tour diary and documenting all of the horrors of do-it-yourself touring.
Right.
And then you publish those?
I sell them at shows.
Yeah, I mean, is it like a bouk or a zine?
No, it's just a cheap,
like a zine or something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll have to check them out. Because I've toured too, and so I've done some of that. I wish I would have kept a better record of the shows that I played, which you've done pretty good job.
Some people complain that I talk about because I'll list what I ate that day.
Yeah.
And I'll mention every little thing, and a lot of people complain about those things, saying I mention things I shouldn't be talking about.
Oh yeah,
it's like things that aren't important, like merch sales and how people don't pay you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't care about money at all, but those things should be mentioned.
I mean,
when you drive 700 miles and the promoter forgets to charge people to enter the building, and they can't give you anything.
You need some freaking gas and stuff, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, once I drove from Houston, Texas to Spokane, Washington for a show.
Yeah.
Wow. And got paid $0.
Wow.
I mean,
that is a very long.
You got the shows where you show up and they're like, "Who are you? Wait, you're playing tonight?"
Right.
What? Those are even worse. Or maybe. But I've had those.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So where you headed? Well, tomorrow. Let's bring that flyer in. Tomorrow you're playing live tonight on the show, so we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Luna Nefasta.
That's the album cover. I didn't. We don't have the flyer in there.
I'm here tomorrow at Attica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing a show.
There it is, May 2nd. Yeah, pull it. Either one of those.
So what time do you start?
There it is.
At Attica. So okay, right
8
there.
PM
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. Okay, doors at 7.
Doors at 7. There you
go see it. Athica's amazing.
And you're playing with
and Satan's God's
other
going to be great
voices, other
there.
rooms.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing maybe even the longest set I've ever done.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Cool. I'm going to be there.
We'll see if I have the energy to finish that.
How'd you? Did you know the other voices of the rooms already, or
negative?
Oh, so Monty hooked that up.
Monty, yes.
Okay,
Monty.
Cool. Yeah, Monty.
Monty
does some of the booking.
Yeah,
Thank you, Monty.
He books what does he call his show? Space something.
Oh Jesus!
I also like how the Attica website did not
He's
list
gonna
the
hate
show.
me for- they didn't list it.
No, that sometimes happens with Satan's God.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're embarrassed that they fucked up and
But
they
see,
booked it.
they're pretty.
Now, are you in Flagpole though?
Yes,
The flagpole
it is in the
magazine.
Yeah,
flagpole.
it's been advertised,
Yeah. Okay.
but you know,
Okay.
it's happened before where the venue they allowed to let it happen, but they don't want people to know
is
that.
this part of Studio Fest?
It's up to you.
And they must have
No.
forgotten.
No, it's not.
I think Athica would be on board with your name and all that.
Yeah,
They must have just forgotten or something.
That must have been somehow looked over. I don't know. That's weird that it wasn't on.
We're not going to talk trash about it.
yeah.
No, we're not.
Because they're usually.
Athica's,
Don't
we love Athica.
We've done some really. We've done some really weird shit there. So like.
Oh no shit! I've done some weird shit there.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, you might have something coming up soon.
I do. I'm going to play at Athica, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, that's beside the
Go
point.
see Satan's God tomorrow night. Athica.
So yeah, tomorrow
here in
night.
Athens.
And then you're going to be where after that?
Knoxville at the Pilot Light.
Knoxville. Oh,
which
Pilot Light,
which
nice.
is hilarious
Yeah.
and great at the same time because I've been trying to get there for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And they've shut me down twice saying my music is just too much for them. And I guess they forgot about me.
Maybe.
What the
And
hell?
This time
Maybe
they
it's a new
allowed it.
booker.
So
I mean, I've played in Knoxville, and they like
Pilot Light?
No, it was another.
It's notoriously a hard place to book.
But
I've had.
we played a show near the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and it's a bunch of college students looking for weird, crazy shit. So that's kind of weird that you get shut down there, but who knows? You know.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah! Thank you for coming on the show and talking with us. We're gonna watch a couple videos and then we're gonna have you live.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about that.
I am too.
So,
yeah.
All right, we've got coming up. We've got A.I.N, which is Aliens in Nature, and again fitting the theme, I think. And then some Mora Amaro la Loba after that, and then we'll be live with Satan's God live on JOKERJOKERtv.
La Loba, take it away, Eileen.
All right.
Saw you the first time, I felt like in a human terrarium. You were watching me, and instantly taking care of me, and you're doing so ever since. Lord, I thank you so much. I've never been so grateful in my life. This upgrade you gave me the other night, I'm ready to pick any fight now. In my head, in my head, in your head, in my head, in your head. That's where everything is. There is nothing outside. There is nothing outside. There is nothing outside. There is nothing outside.
I am cold, but I stay still, without even trying to put on my jacket. I light a cigarette and inhale the smoke slowly, without knowing for sure. Why do I repeat this right that burns me between its threads? I think of you, I think of me, I think of you, I think of me, covered by the cold that stares me, that stares me. I think of you, I think of me, I think of you, I think of me. The streets empty with the breath of winter, while the leaves wander, putting upside down the order that existed. And while I smoked and sees a friend who sat down to chat with me of your silence and mine. And while I smoked and sees a friend who sat down to chat with me of your silence and mine.
factory? You are the machine. Why in the factory? You are the machine. Why in the factory? You are the machine. What's wrong? Why so afraid? Just rub the root and its blood. This one's for Mux. All of us swimming blind. Swimming blind in a soup cone. Swimming blind. Swimming blind in a soup called life. Can't escape the octopus strippers. Can't escape the octopus strippers. Can't escape the octopus strippers. They tumble and fall, they drown and they scream. They tell us and show us the things that are obscene. We listen, we scrum, we battle, we die. The octopus strippers are the human of us swimming blind. All of us swimming blind. All of us swimming blind. Future's destroying the path. My eyes are nowhere. Morning has gold in its mouth. The morning has gold in its mouth. The morning has gold in its mouth. I have a new album out called Luna Nefasta, and this song is so new I wrote it 25 years ago. Freak for You Orchestra. Listen to the human speaker. It's not what you're looking at. It's how you see. It's not what you're listening to. It's how you hear. It's all in your perspective.
Thank you. Good night. I am Satan's God.
Hey, this is Satan, and I just wanted to say that, like, I really want my Joker TV. Like, if you guys can provide that for me, that would be really cool. That would be really magical. You know, just me, Satan, getting my Joker TV. I'd appreciate it. You know, as much evil content as possible would be cool. And you know, I like the cussing and whatever nudity you can put on YouTube. So, keep up with that, and, yeah, Satan loves you. Peace.
Did you turn us up? Oh, yeah, I can hear us now. Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're
All
back.
right.
Well, thank you very much, Satan's God.
Thank you, Satan's God.
That was awesome.
We thank you for all your blessings. That was a happy place. I was dancing to that music.
Yeah, you were.
I was.
too.
Hell yeah, man.
That was awesome.
Good time.
He wore himself out over there.
You know, I know the feeling.
So
I know the feeling.
I heard a little bird said that tomorrow is going to be a longer set.
Yeah.
A little bird.
Yeah.
A bird said that?
A bird said it.
And by the way, it's...
I thought Satan's God said that.
No, Satan God didn't say it.
It's Sonic Space.
Yeah, well, no. I
Here
don't.
you go, Monty.
Yeah, Sonic Space. I remembered it during his set. I don't think tomorrow's considered a Sonic Space event, but Monty puts the Sonic Space events together.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Everybody knows and pays attention to what Monty does.
There you go.
Is he in there? Yeah, he is.
There's Monty. Hi, Monty. We got it right, finally. Hail Satan's God.
Who said that? Sarah?
Hail Satan's God. That was sick as hell.
Sarah,
yeah,
thanks.
it was sick as hell.
That was
You're
awesome.
damned right. It was sick as hell.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else in we got Doc Slasher in there. I mentioned him. Monty's in there. Thanks for joining us, Monty. Anybody else in there still? Everybody shout out. Let's see.
There's like 6 people watching. But
there's a lot of people watching.
Not a lot of people in the chat.
Comments. So who's at the bottom there? Somebody came in.
That's you. Oh.
No, right there.
Sarah.
Yeah, Hail Satan.
Yeah, the Hail Satan.
Satan's God.
Hail
Satan's God. There you go.
Oh, right.
Awesome.
So that was awesome.
That was
great. Again, tomorrow night at Athica.
Yeah.
It'll be Satan's God and Other Voices, Other Rooms.
Yep.
So that's going to be a really great show.
Check it out.
Starting doors open at 7.
Yep.
So, anyways, Steve.
Yeah.
You had a little bit of an adventure recently. We mentioned at the beginning of the show that you had something special coming up that you've been producing.
I have an idea.
Yeah,
and you're going to see the poorly filmed, the poorly done video.
This is like your demo?
This is my demo. This is the initial, the first flight of this thing called Street Food Raiders. I don't know if it's going to be Raiders, as in we're raiding.
Yeah,
or
when you
Raiters, as in, are you raiding me? I'm gonna rate you anyway.
So what's the first episode?
The first episode is my daughter and I, Marina, went to Ren Fair because she's really
Ren Fair.
Renaissance Festival. Back in the ye old times.
Where in Fairburn?
2025, Ren Fair in Fairburn, Georgia.
Yeah.
It was the usual. It was a lot of fun. It was hot as freaking hell.
Yeah, you talk about it.
It was like people were walking around in armor.
All right, don't give anything away. You want people to watch.
But listen, the idea is this: street food raiders.
Yeah.
And if you like this idea, if you like what you're going to see, and you would want to see it better than what I did with other people, then like and subscribe in the comments, please.
So you were talking about food trucks,
right.
Gas station food.
The idea is to go to places on the highway and the roads and go to
Street
food trucks. Yes, food trucks, convenience stores, gas stations, truck stops. Roadside stands and festivals. Yeah. That's it. No fancy schmancy restaurants.
No restaurants. No sit
shit
down.
like that. No. Straight up street food. And it's called Street Food Raiders because the idea is a group of us, me, maybe you, maybe Dain, Toby, Slayla,
whoever's hungry.
Whoever wants to join us, guests, we go to these places, go to like 3 or 4 places, or maybe 5, and try them out. And the people out there get to see our misery. Or maybe our delight. Who knows?
A little bit of both.
And it's a thing. It's a thing. You look at the internet, and there's all these fucking shows.
Yeah.
Some of them are very entertaining, where people are trying weird ass shit. You got your Good Mythical Morning. You got your Try Guys and all that shit. And it's pretty entertaining, especially when they're miserable. Especially when they are absolutely doing terrible things to themselves.
Yeah.
And believe me,
eating way too much.
And eating way too much crap. And
believe
me, I was in misery. You're gonna get to laugh and see me in misery in this video. And I'll admit it. I hate wasting food. I think it's wrong. But I could not eat that. That turkey leg was. You'll see.
Well, don't give it away.
I was hoping. I was hoping.
No, look. Yeah. You'll see. It got really bad.
There is a turkey leg.
It got really bad.
Well,
let's watch it.
Let's watch it. Check it out.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit.
Again, comment. Hi there. This is Steve whoa. There we go. We got a little parade going here. I'll just show. I don't know what it means. Nothing. But they're having fun. Bless their little hearts. Anyway, I'm Steve Houston for JOKERJOKERtv, and I'm here at the Georgia Renaissance Festival. Let's see, I guess it's April 26, 2025. It's kind of overwhelming here. There's a lot going on. Usual Ren Fair stuff, like here. You can buy a wizard wand there. Pretty cool. You can become a wizard right here. But what we're really here for is the first installment of Street Food Raiders. Street Food Raiders. Here on JOKERJOKERtv, episode 1. And to start with, I'm going to be sampling several foods from Ren Fair. I kind of want to just do hot dogs and see what the hot dog milieu is. The medieval ye old hot dogs, right? Okay. But I don't know if there are enough hot dog stands. I might have to try other food. But this is it. This is the King's Wiener from Old Town Food. I forget the name of it, but this is definitely the King's Wiener. I'm Steve Houston, JOKERJOKERtv, for the first installment of Street Food Raiders, or Raiders. Raiders, like, the Knights, or whatever. Here we go. Let's try this big ass. It's rather large. So rating it on size, I'd give it a 9.
Yeah, this is your size. You want that one?
Okay. First impression, very spicy. Not really much of a pop. Almost feels like it was boiled. I remember during the medieval era, everything was boiled, including people. That's a known fact. Anyway, the King's Wiener. Let me take another bite. Now I'm going to give it my numerical rating on the official Street Food Raiders 0 to 10 system. It's got girth. It's definitely got girth. Okay, so that, I guess, is a plus. I don't know, sometimes you don't want a hot dog with girth. So, let me think. Taking all the factors into account, girth, pop. So girth is a plus, size is a plus. We got 9 for size. Girth is a solid 9. But we're gonna have to go down a little bit for the overall mouthfeel and taste. We're gonna go to 6. I'm sorry. So it's 18, 24. 24 out of 30. Can't do the mental math right now. 30, 30, 24, 30, 24. It's like 70, 75. It's 7. You know what? I'm going to give it a solid 7. Could be better. It's not bad. Pretty satisfying. I just got here. We just got here. Marina's here somewhere with her friends, dressed in medieval garb. I'm not. I'm just not. But we got kilty people here. People in kilts. Today is Scottish Irish day here. You know, ye old Irish hot dog, right? So, you know, I can get down with that, and I'm Irish. So anyway, I'll be back for the next 2 or 3 foods for Street Food Raiders from JOKERJOKERtv. Hi there again. This is Steve Houston for JOKERJOKERtv. Here at the 2025 Georgia Renaissance Festival. Yeah, if I look like I'm sweating, it's hot out here. But there are people out here in armor. Mostly plastic armor, but armor nevertheless. We got all sorts of leprechauns and knights and all that kind of shit. Let me tell you what the name of the place is that I got the King's Weenie. Okay, I had a King's Weenie, and it is called Old Town Food Court. I just went to the second cup, and I got myself. Can you see it? Trying to get it in the shot there. I want a money shot. I want a money shot, y'all. There it is, almost. It's a cinnamon roll. It's a cinnamon roll. Ye old cinnamon roll. And let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at this sucker. I got coffee too, but that's not what we're talking about. Okay, that's got some apples on it. What looks like chocolate, or maybe it's tar. I don't know. Maybe in medieval times they ate tar with their pastries. I don't know. I'm Steve Houston for JOKERJOKERtv, and this is Street Food Raiders at the 2005 Georgia Renaissance Fair. Let's test this out. That's pretty good. Okay. I do not have a sweet tooth. Quite frankly, I don't eat a lot of sweets at all. I don't even eat a lot of meats at all. I'll be honest. I keep looking sexy by eating lots of vegetables. Lots of vegetables and things like that. Maybe lean chicken before a workout, you know. But this is really good. It's got some sort of cream on it with chocolate and apple. So second cup coffee shop. I got my coffee too, but you know, this is a cinnamon roll action. And so let's see, rated on size, I'd say for a cinnamon roll it's a 10. As far as this isn't girth. As far as complexity, I'll give it a 9. And as far as overall taste, it's really good. I'll give it another 9. Let's say this cinnamon roll is rated 9 out of 10. There it is. second cup over here at the Georgia Renaissance Festival, and I'm about to have the coffee too. But you know, we'll be back in a little bit with another food, and I'm gonna tell you right now, just so you know. I know everybody's wondering, what will I do? What will be the final thing? It of course will be the turkey leg. I'm gonna torture myself just for you. Hi again, this is Steve Houston for Joker Joker TV. I'm sitting here on the ground. There's mud over there. You know, this is the medieval times, man. There's like, you know, I haven't seen any, you know, dysentery, cholera, random killings, plague yet. I mean, that can be arranged, right? It's the medieval era. But there's plenty of mud around, and wizards and barbarians. There's a Viking over there somewhere. So, you know, you can buy a wand and be a magician, and you can also buy these nuggets of deep fried pasta. That's what I'm going to eat right now. This is the third thing I'm going to eat. And after this, I'm going to be hurting. But I will, in a little bit, go for the turkey leg. I can't believe people are walking around in armor and shit like that, you know, but it's all good. Let's try this. Wrong end. Yeah, it's good. It tastes like this is it. It tastes like macaroni and cheese that's breaded on a stick. So let's do the rating system here. Got 3 determinants. What are the 3 determinants here? The crust. The crust is good. The crust is a 10. The overall, the amount, they give you a good amount. I don't know if I'm going to finish this. I'll be honest with you. I've been wasting a little food. I didn't waste the cinnamon roll, but I wasted some of that hot dog. I'm destroying myself, but I'm not going to do it to that extent. When I eat the turkey leg, I seriously doubt I'm going to finish it. But I doubt I'll finish these 2, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Yeah, it tastes like a sharp cheddar, fake cheese, macaroni and cheese. And I got it from Old Town Food, next to the Old Town Food Court. I'm going to be going back to Old Town Food for my turkey leg in a little bit, and the torture shall begin. Again, I'm Steve Houston at the 2025 Georgia Renaissance Fair here in beautiful Fairburn, Georgia on April 26, 2025. I'll be back one more time. Steve Houston for Joker Joker TV again here at the 2025 Georgia Renaissance Festival. I forgot to rate my third item, which were the mac and cheese bites, spelled B-Y-T-E-S, because we're in the ye old times, and Y was an I, and I don't know, I guess. We got some armored knights heading our way to try to kick our asses. Good luck doing that. Joker Joker TV's Steve Houston. I like that plastic armor though. Anyway, let's rate it. Okay, overall crunch, breading was a 10. It was really good breading. Amount, it gave you a good amount. I'd give it a 9. Overall flavor, I'd give it an 8. So let me use my atomic ticker here of brilliance, my supercomputer mind. I will give this the mac and cheddar bites at Old Town Food at Georgia Renaissance Festival 2025 an 8. There you go. Pretty good. Be back in an hour for my ye old torture, the turkey leg. Hello again, I'm Steve Houston, Joker Joker TV for Street Food Raiders. I'm going to do 5 foods today because I happened upon a very friendly gentleman at a stand that didn't have a sign selling jerky, beef jerky. Bought myself a sheet of it, Oh sheet. I got the hot and spicy. So let's rate it. It's tough. You gotta be tough to eat jerky. Hear a lot of bagpipes. Today is Scotch-Irish Day here at Georgia Renaissance Festival. I'm Irish, but my mission is street food raiders for JOKERJOKER TV. So I got a green alligator right here. There's my green. There you go. Ye old alligator. Okay. Give this a different sort of rating. 3-way. Remember, my final rating isn't based on math because I'm not doing math right now. So, on the overall accessibility, it's a little inaccessible, a little tough. I know jerky's supposed to be tough, but it's a little on the inaccessible. I'm going to give it a 5 for its accessible. Overall flavor, spice, and beef, really good. It's a 9. It's a 9. And as far as form factor, I'm going to give it a 6. It's pretty portable. It's a little messy. So that's 20. You know, 20 out of 30. Well, it's a 67. Let's round it up to a 7. Not bad. I will be back in an hour for the turkey leg. I think I need to walk around and equilibrate my now corroding, you know, intestines. Speaking of which, there's mud. We got some vampires here. A lot of Scottish people. A lot of leprechauns. Top of the morning to you. It's actually afternoon. I'll be back. Steve Houston, JOKERJOKER TV here, and 2025 Georgia Renaissance Festival. Here April 26th in Fairburn. We got us a band here, Ye Old Band. I'm reminded of Dexy's Midnight Runners. That's just me. All right, be back soon. Hello again. This is Steve Houston at the Georgia Renaissance Festival, 2025 Georgia Renaissance Festival, and I have the turkey leg. I told you I'd give you guys some torture. I actually found a place, saw a place that had like barbacoa tacos and really good stuff. But I told you guys, just for you, I'm gonna torture myself. Now, I hate wasting food, I really do. But I have some self-respect, okay? I have a little bit of self-respect, and this thing might knock me out, and I don't really feel like that. So I'm gonna try to finish it. I'm gonna give it my rating first. We're gonna rate it. Because this is Street Food Raiders from JOKERJOKER TV. Okay. Okay. Let's start off with, you know, the flavor. Okay. It's a good flavor. You know, it's turkey. It's a greasy turkey leg. I give it about an 8 for flavor. Again, this is from Old Town Food, right over there somewhere. And I'll give it about an 8 for flavor. It might be generous. Let's do a 7. Let's do a 7. Okay. And as far as accessibility with the tin foil, pretty accessible. Give it a 7. And let's go with accessibility. Okay? I mean, you know, fairly accessible. I give that an 8. But if you round it down, overall I'm going to give this experience a 7. And again, I hate wasting food, but I have some self-respect. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this thing. I don't want to make myself sick. But I'm going to give it a shot, all right? Off camera. There's my hand, there's my finger. Good Lord. Gotta hold it from behind. Okay, anyway. I'm Steve Houston for JOKERJOKERtv. This is Street Food Raiders with just me, one Raider. Later on, we want to have more Raiders. If you like this segment, give us a shout out and comment down below. I'm Steve Houston, JOKERJOKERtv. 2025 Georgia Renaissance Festival here on a beautiful April 26, 2025 in sweaty hell, Fairburn, Georgia. I can't believe people are walking around in armor here. Body paint and stuff. Anyway, peace out. Love to y'all. Steve Houston, JOKERJOKERtv.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Dang, no.
That was funny.
Okay. Yeah, so if you were like really like having a Ren Fair adventure, I think that you know, you're gonna be hitting the dungeon the next day. So you wrap that up.
You know what? You know it's funny. It's funny, Dane. There's this really cool feature of. It's a new one at Ren Fair. It was the Museum of Dungeons. Seriously. What? Yeah, and they had like these animatronic figures in like the dunking of the witches and the chair with the spikes and it was really cool. It was really cool. Yeah, Iron Maiden shit and all that. It was great. But okay, folks, if you like that idea, if you like to see people eating miserable food and getting miserable and having fun, you know, like and subscribe and all that shit in the comments and let us know.
I think people should, like, if they're from like this area at least, they should suggest places to us.
Please suggest places.
You know,
and the
like
idea,
places out of the way. Street food, something weird, maybe even something that would be funny. You know?
The idea behind this segment is roadside stands, convenience stores, gas stations, food trucks, and festivals.
You know, you should do it for Athfest because there's a bunch of food.
Might do that.
We might have to do that.
Go.
We're gonna.
My favorite at Athfest is Kelly's Jamaican food.
You see, that's good food.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Well, there's a lot of different kinds of food down at Athfest, and it's local people.
And you see, when we do it for Athfest, hopefully I can have like 3 or 4 other people with me.
Yeah. I think me and you are going to kind of team up for Athfest and get out there.
You can be there.
I can eat with you.
And we can.
What you could do is get a bunch of stuff and bring it back to Attica with you.
You know? Could, but part of the idea is to be there. You gotta be in the environment. So the idea is,
but Attica will be part of Athfest.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So the idea is to have more than just me. I would really like to not do this by myself again.
Well, I'll definitely join you.
Thank you. Okay,
I would love to eat some food.
Yes. So you, me, maybe Dane, Toby, Slayla, Bryant, you know, or guests. You want to be a guest on this?
There you go.
Shit. You know, we were talking about our friend John Lester.
Oh, yeah.
He'd do this with us.
Yeah.
Come on down, brother.
Get some of the regular viewers of the show to come out with us.
We already, like the first.
Yeah, we hang out with
the second episode, I'm thinking, should be gas station fried chicken. And right up the road there on North Avenue is Champ's Fried Chicken.
Well, that's not a gas station, though.
It's a convenience store, you know. It's janky. Come on. But it's awesome. We love them. We love you. And, you know, that kind of thing. And you just go there, you get the food, everybody tries something, and, you know, let the chips fall where they may.
Sounds
and with a number system, you know, flash the number.
Yeah, you got to get your number system down because, like, I don't know. You said you really weren't into that turkey leg that much, and you gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7. Yeah.
That's pretty high.
No,
if you didn't really into it.
I was really way too generous.
Yeah.
Let me reiterate. Let me go back. Let me rewind. Here's my actual rating, and I'm going to be a little more honest.
You thought about it for a minute.
Oh yeah. The King's Wiener, dude. Get some Viagra. You got problems. The King's Wiener was a 5.
Soggy wiener.
Soggy wiener, man.
Do something about that wiener.
It's a real tragedy. And then the second item, the cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a 9.5 or 10. It was fantastic.
The cinnamon roll looked good, but I mean, 5 seems pretty good for
a crappy wiener.
Average wiener.
Yeah.
Let's say average.
Average. Even though it was quite long and had girth.
Yeah.
But the cinnamon roll was fantastic. It was just amazing.
It looked good, yeah.
The third item, the mac and cheese bites, they weren't bad. I'd demote them to a 7 though.
That sounds good.
It was like
didn't look
it was
very good.
like fucking Velveeta mac and cheese breaded. Okay,
that's what you wrap up in your cloth and you put it in your leather sack and you eat it throughout your hike
on the road. As you're gonna go battle a dragon, you got to battle a dragon. You're going to get some carbs to battle the dragon, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, and then the jerky, I got demoted to a 6. It had its problems. It was tasty at the time. And then the fucking turkey leg, dude, goddamn. It's a 4 or 5.
Oh, wow, that low, huh?
Yeah, I know. I was way too generous. I was having fun, meeting people, but in the future, I'm going to be more ruthless.
Yeah, maybe that should be part of the thing, is be real ruthless about, about your
I don't
judgment.
know, man. That turkey leg looked pretty good.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man.
That's
kind of like smoked turkey leg,
before
right?
you go to sleep.
Yeah. God, it put me to sleep.
You eat that, you sleep heavy, you wake up early the next day.
Yeah, and you
take a big dump.
Yeah.
Is that why that was the last thing you ate?
Yeah. That has digestive issues written all over it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, we'll see. We'll do some more of those. Maybe Athfest will be the next one. We can
let us surprise you. Anyway.
All right. So, did you pull that flyer from the Studio Fest? Studio Fest. Joker. Yeah, that one right there. All right. So, we mentioned this a little bit last week too. We are going to have an event here at the studio, here in Athens, and it's going to be a part of a bigger event that is happening all across town, called Studio Fest. And what that is different artist studios around town are opening up. Museums and galleries are part of this as well.
Yeah.
And they're all opening up, kind of open house style. Come and see where the art is made.
Yeah.
That's kind of
a real good idea.
Yeah.
I think this is an amazing idea. I think this has the hallmarks of becoming an Athens tradition.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to open up the Joker TV studios on Saturday. Yep. You're going to have at least 2 performers, us, Unis Mundus, bringing the noise.
Brian Perez.
Yeah,
maybe more.
Maybe surprises. We don't know.
We'll see.
One surprise that may happen, the forecast is rain, so we may be playing inside.
I was thinking maybe if we got to play inside, maybe we should do it as a live stream, since nobody will probably show up if it's raining, pouring down rain. So we might as well do it as a live stream.
I know, that's sad. But the weather may not be in our favor.
So if you're watching from out of town and you just see us pop up on Saturday on a live stream,
there is projected rain, but
it was looked like 90%.
Well, look,
but it could just like sprinkle.
Even if it rains, come on out, come on.
Well,
down.
and we're going to be starting early. We're going to be starting at 10 a.m. With the Weirdo Yard Sale.
Yeah, the Weirdo Yard Sale, and that's going to be inside.
Well, no, that'll be outside. Well, inside.
If it rains,
we might have to bring it inside.
Yeah, we got to.
We'll figure that out. But I've got a tent, so I'll probably set up in the tent out there. And then we even got some of the neighbors coming over with some food. They're cooking out.
I
stuff
love
like that. So
yeah, they're great. These folks are great. Their food is great. Listen, just come hang out with us.
All right. So let me give the link. So Athica, the gallery here in town, Athica is hosting this whole event.
Yeah.
And so if you go to their website, which is Athica, ATHICA, .org, /updates, /StudioFest -2025.
Yeah.
So
right
if you want to know about all the other, there is they have like sort of an interactive map kind of thing with all the different places
they do.
on the map.
I was on that website earlier today, and it's very, very user-friendly. Places like Good Dirt, in the Georgia Museum of Art.
The museums, the galleries, and then studios.
Yeah,
that's the majority.
It's going to be really cool. Go to those places. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a really good event.
Hell yeah, it is. Let's see. I guess that's everything on that. Okay, so let's. Also, we wanted to drop real quick because we forgot to talk about this when we were talking to Satan's God. But Satan God has a YouTube channel where you can find, like it was somewhere in the tens of thousands of videos. Or something like that. I don't know. It was a lot of videos, but go to it's on YouTube. It's not Satan's God, but you can search and maybe find it through Satan's God. But mostly you'll get religious crap.
Oh yeah.
But it's Void Consequence.
Void Consequence.
The username on YouTube. So go to youtube.com / Void Consequence.
Void Consequence.
Or at Void Consequence.
Hi, Rick.
So.
The easiest way to find Satan's God on YouTube is just type in Satan's God, the octopus strippers, and you'll find it.
The octopus strippers.
Is that like your like hit single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your hit single. All right. Look for the hit single.
Oceans on Fire is your hit single.
Oceans on Fire. Hell yeah.
Okay, now we've got one more event, and this is a little bit bigger event.
Yeah.
Let's bring up the flyers for this. We got 2 different flyers, and Athfest 2025 is going to be happening June 20th through 22nd, and there are shit tons of bands playing this. Mostly local bands. There might be a few from out of town. I have a big long list here. I don't know. Should we just name them all out?
That's a lot of
bands. You can see them on the screen.
Look at that. Yeah.
But I
recognize quite a few. Penny Loafer.
Oh yeah, Bubba Sparks.
Yeah. Beast Mode is playing.
Low Down and Duddy.
Beast Mode, Drop Sonic, Phantom Dan.
Yeah.
Phantom Dan's in there.
Oh yeah, Phantom Dan's gonna be out.
Los Cantares.
Fawny Rig.
Wayuka.
Fawny Rig.
And a little bit of a special announcement. This is a band that has been disbanded for a long time now, but they're getting together just for this. Music Hates You's doing another show.
Yeah, that I almost forgot about that. That's gonna be freaking incredible.
You just had an aneurysm. You were like, boom, boom, Music Hates You. What?
God damn, boy.
Yeah, so they're going to be back.
Go see that.
No, I don't know
if they're going to be a good one
if this is a one-off show or not. I haven't heard from them yet.
All I know is they're going to play.
Yeah,
and I want to be there.
Yeah. The Bad Ends, Hefner. I see tons of bands.
Yeah.
So basically, you get a wristband and you get to go out and see all the shows. We've got 2 flyers there because half of those are the stages that are outdoor. There's 3 different stages around downtown Athens. And a lot going on in those stages, and then you got the other flyer is the club crawl, which is mostly at night, and it's all the different venues in town opening up for this special event.
And you can go to their website and
it's easy to find.
Athica.com.
Athfest.
Oh, sorry, Athfest.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Athica.
Yeah, right. 3 letters. Yeah.
All right, so and we're going to be doing a special broadcast.
We sure as hell.
So we're going to be set up at Athica for Athfest.
Again.
Yep. Again.
Back in the saddle.
We did that 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did.
We were there, and we did like the biggest show ever there.
Yeah.
This time we're going to scale it back a little bit, but we're going to have some really fun stuff. Me and you are going to be going out and seeing some of the shows.
That's right.
And capturing some footage and little clips and stuff.
Food.
Probably
eating some food,
getting some food. Talking to a couple people.
Getting diarrhea, getting dysentery.
Hopefully not.
It's going to be fantastic, folks.
And then we're going to spread out in the audience and talk to some of the people that are there, the audience members.
Absolutely.
And
we'll hopefully talk to some bands. Talk to some folks in bands.
Persons on the street.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know like a shitload of people in Athens, and like everybody's in a band.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah. And I mean, maybe we can catch a couple of them coming off stage and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
We'll try. We have all access passes, so we can get in there.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
It's the privilege of working for Joker TV. So if you want that special privilege, you should volunteer for Joker TV. So, anyways,
are you interested in the film industry, theater?
We will need
video?
some volunteers for Athens.
I mean,
yeah, we definitely.
There are a lot of Athens is a film town now. They're actually hiring for films. You got Athena Studios. Come on down and get some experience with us. Sort of experienced dudes that do this crazy show. Dudes and dudettes.
Yeah.
Slay.
Well, we've got some. We might have some special guest hosts that are coming in.
That'd be awesome.
So we're open to that. If you especially if you do something like a podcast or live stream of your own, and you want to come on and promote that, please come on our live stream and do some interviewing of some rock stars.
Get in touch with us. Yeah. Talk to some rock stars.
We're basically looking for volunteers in all levels. So if you wanna join us, let us know. Just get a hold of us at tvjokerjoker@gmail.com.
That's right. It's real easy to find us. Get in touch with us.
All right. So was there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't know.
I look at my notes to see if I've missed anything. I think that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah. All right. So
send it away.
We've got coming up next the Athens Agenda, which basically is the flyers for the whole week starting today through next Thursday.
Yeah.
If you want to see what's going on here in town, there's tons of stuff. So watch this and find a flyer. You can pause it. The flyers go by pretty quick.
Yeah.
But you can pause it and see the flyer.
Unless you're watching the live stream. when this becomes a non-live
Well, you can pause the live stream too.
You can. That's right.
Yeah.
God, this technology,
man. Get with it. It's a new era, man.
I'm a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm in 1984 watching Guadalcanal Diary.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Ah!
At the show.
See you at the show.